Hi everyone, I'm back with another video, and today I will be showing you how to make this doll outfit. It's another one that I designed myself. It's a cute little ruffle top and bummies. I actually can't wait to make this in a floral print or a nice neon print for summer. I did hand draw this pattern and I have it available for sale, but please remember that it's not professionally made or anything, but it will give you this exact look, and I will be showing you how I made it, so stay tuned. First step is to print the pattern, and this is what it looks like. Again, this is a pattern that I hand drew, so this is what it will look like. It will have my handwriting on it and everything like that, but I tried to make it as nice as possible. So here is the first page. You'll have the ruffle for the top, the waistband for the bummies, the leg band, and I included where the fold line is and how many to cut of each. And then in the bottom here we have our front and back for the bummies, the top portion, and the armband to finish off the top. And I also included this little note here that the elastic should be 8 inches. And here are all the pieces once they are cut out. I still have it on the fold, but just so you can see what every piece looks like or how yours should look, here's two. For this, you can use any fabric, but I chose to use this really cute serape fabric. I'm Mexican, so I love this for all year round. And the first thing that we are going to do is start with the bummies, actually, because they're pretty quick and easy. So the first step is to take your front and back pieces of the bummies and lay them right sides together, like so. So here's what that looks like, front and back together. And I went ahead and laid my waistband piece right sides together. Same with my leg bands. So for all of this, we're just going to sew them together. So for your waistbands, sew down this line. For your cuffs, the leg cuffs, sew down here. And then for the bummies, we're going to go ahead and sew down the sides and from the bottom. And I'll be back once I do that. Okay, so here are here's everything sewn. Here are my leg bands, the waistband, and the bummies. This is what it'll look like. And I had a request to show you all how I add the bands, so I'll be doing that next. So you take your leg band and you just open it up and fold it so that the wrong sides are touching. Like this is double brush poly, so it's a little rolly, but you get the point. So you just want to line it up as best as you can. And next we are going to line up the seam down the middle with the seam of the bummy's leg opening. I just grab it like this. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing here. And I'm just going to line it up, and the only thing I do to make sure that these stay lined up is I just make sure to really pinch it here with my fingers. And since these are really small, we're going to start just about here by putting it into the serger. Let me see if I can show y'all better. So I'm just going to angle it a little bit and put it underneath the foot. I have my knife turned off, I'm pretty sure. And then I like to make sure that this bottom piece is a little bit over here, because if it's not, then then sometimes it likes to slide down. So I'm just going to make sure that it is furthest to the right, and then again I'm just going to pinch down where the seams meet. And then I'm going to continue by lining up everything. Again, this fabric is a little rolly, but hopefully you can still see what I'm doing, and I'm just lining everything. And since these cuffs are really small, I tend to stretch it out a little bit. Sorry that my camera keeps moving. I have it on the table and my serger keeps wobbling the table. And now my phone is dying. Great. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep going. I like to trim this off. And I like to go past the point where the seams meet. And then I turn my hand wheel, put up my presser foot, and then put it down. Sorry again, the camera's shaking. And then I just serge off. So I have both leg cuffs attached now. And next I added a little clip to the center back so that I know where to line up my waistband. So we're going to do the same with the waistband that we did with the leg cuffs. We're just going to line up all the fabric so that it's wrong sides together. Then you're going to take that seam line and match it up with the center back. Like this. For some reason I lost all of my clips. This is the only one left. I used to have over 100. Anyways, then you can add a different clip here. Again, I lost all of mine, but normally you would add one more here. But I'm just going to stretch as I go. So I'm going to line up everything and just start. Again, I kind of angle it before I start and then go. And then I straighten it out once I see that it's in there. And since I don't have any clips, I'm just going to stretch as I go, which is what I normally do anyway. This fabric was pretty rolly, but not too bad. Hopefully y'all can see everything. I'm still trying to play around with this new tripod here. It's like right in front of my face. Okay. Then I like to take the clip off and just put my finger where it was, just so that I know where to line it up. Then I'm going to clip off the extra and just serge over it. And I'm just gonna go over. And then I like to take my hand wheel and put the needles down, put my presser foot up, push everything back, and serge off. I turn them right side out, and this is what the bummies look like, with thread everywhere. Okay, next we're gonna move on to the top. Oh, actually that's stuck on there. So this is what the bummies look like, and next we're going to work on the top. Okay, so the first step is to put your pieces right sides together, whatever you're going to use for the front and back, and then we are going to sew down the sides here. So down this side and down this side, 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now that they're all sewn together, the next step is to take one of your armband pieces and fold it in half wrong sides together. And all you're going to do is just open up the top this, and we're going to sew this along the armhole. So you're just going to place it so that all 3 edges are lined up, and just sew it all along that line. I made the piece a little longer so that you can have something to grip in the front and the back as you're sewing, but for the most part just attach it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I'll show you how that's done. Let me move this. Okay. Oh, you can see my Starbucks in the back. Okay, so the way that I like to do it is to just, like I said, fold it wrong sides together and then make a little bit extra at the top there. And that's what goes in underneath the foot, just so that it's gripping there. And then I place it so that everything's lining up and start. And then I do like to stretch it a little bit, so as you're going, don't stretch the bottom, only stretch the top and line it up as well. And then just make sure that everything's lining up. And I literally just cut it so that it matches with the top whatever was left over and is extra. You're just going to trim those pieces and do the same to the other side. So here's what the top looks like. And now I'm going to just hem the bottom. I like to turn it in a 1/2 inch and hem it. You can hem however you like. I am going to use my cover stitch for this. You could also use a sewing machine. But again, just turn it up a 1/2 inch and hem it all the way around. Here it is all hemmed. Hopefully you can see that. Next we're going to work on the ruffle. I already placed it right sides together and we're just going to sew down the raw edges here with a 1/4 seam allowance. Now that that's done, I'm going to hem just the bottom portion. So the same way that you hemmed your top, you're going to hem one side of the ruffle. I'm going to hem this bottom portion and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so here's what it looks like all hemmed. I just did one side all the way around, and next we are going to do something a little tricky, but I'm going to walk you through it. So I like to start in the back and line it up to wherever the back of my top is. I know this is the back because this is where I started my hem. Anyways, you're going to take the back side of it and put it on top of the back like this. So now the wrong side of the ruffle is touching the right side of the ruffle, and then you're just going to flip it like this. So again, the top part, the right side of the top is facing the wrong side of the ruffle, and you're going to move it 1/2 inch above it and fold it down. So essentially you're going to be hemming the top portion like this, but you'll have the ruffle as your hem if you want to look at it that way. And then you're just going to do a clip. So the tricky part is, well, one, I don't have another clip, but you're going to want to find the other center and then place it on to the right side of the fabric like this. And again, you're going to just fold it over. So pretend I have a clip right there. I'm so sorry, this isn't the best explanation. But next, all you're going to do is hem it all the way around so that it looks exactly like the bottom, except the only difference is now you have your top piece in between this small section here. So once I show you how it's finished, it'll make a lot more sense. But all you need to make sure to do is to leave a little gap. So I would actually start here, go all the way around. Remember, you're folding, you're hemming. Remember to include the top here too. You're hemming all the way around, and then you're stopping here just to leave about an inch gap. Again, I'll show you what it looks like so it makes more sense. So this is the finished product. I hope this makes a lot more sense now. So we have the ruffle attached to the top on both sides like this, evenly spaced, and I left a little gap here for the elastic. So now I'm going to take my safety pin and attach the elastic, and I'm just going to feed it through all the way around. I made it all the way around, and I just like to pull as a good chunk out, and I did have this clip on the other end so that I don't lose it. And now I'm just going to sew these two ends of the elastic together. I like to use my sewing machine and just zigzag over right here so that it's secure, and I'll be back to show you the next step. Now that the elastic is inside, I just like to stretch it just so that the elastic is fed through evenly, and then we're going to close off this gap by sewing it shut. Alright, I went ahead and closed the gap, so now I'm just going to stretch it again just to get it to lay evenly. And here is our finished top and bummies. Now I hope you all found this video helpful. If you did, please make sure to let me know if you have any other requests of any other videos you want to see. If you want more doll clothes, if you want toddler clothes, do let me know. If you have any further questions as well. Anything, just be sure to leave it down below in the comments. and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.